Hey guys, what is up? It's your boy Huntin here, your favorite YouTube broke boy, pack ripper, and Pokémon Extraordinaire. I'm here today because it's my 25th birthday and I want to open up some packs. So to start off with, I have this 25th Celebrations pack to get into, as well as a whole Mega Evolutions ETB for us. But while we break on into this 25th Celebrations pack, I just wanted to know if you guys have any questions for me. I think I want to answer some questions or whatever you guys want to know in our next episode here. So just leave a comment down below. I'll throw it up on screen and answer whatever you want to know. Yo! A Luxray GL level X 25th Celebrations. And yo! Stacked pack! Way to start the day. Yo, what a happy birthday. Alright, let's get these sleeved up. Give me just a minute. The amount of times I've wanted to pick this card up and just been like, it's 25th Celebrations, you know, I'd rather spend the extra money and get the actual version of the card, or, oh man, I love this Luxray so much. I'm so glad I get to add it to my collection. I'm gonna stop saying so. Well, you love to start your birthday off with some awesome hits. Let's put these aside, and then, all right, we got our Mega Evolutions ETB to get into, guys. Let me just make some room here. Where is my Kniff? Every time I make one of these videos for you guys, I put it down somewhere and then I gotta search for like 2 minutes around through all the packs on the floor and all the cards I have around here to try to find where I put my Kniff. 1 second. I don't want to get into how long it took me to find this thing, but just know that it was very close and I decided to look around the whole house. This is some new packaging. Yo! That's cool. They've never done this before, so we're gonna pick up our Gardevoir coin right here. I think this might be the best coin I've ever gotten. This set is kind of goated. And I'm going just off the fact that they put a little plastic in here to keep everything nice, and a coin. We got our sleeves right here. Honestly, I can get behind anything black, gold, and white, so pretty big fan. I wonder if the Lucario ones are any different. Our Alakazam promo. Yo, this card is so nice. The foiling they have in the background is fantastic. I don't open any of my promotional cards. I keep them in these plastics, but let me know down below. Maybe that's one of the questions I'm going to ask you guys this week. You guys can ask me whatever you want, but I want to know, do you guys keep the promo cards in the plastic or do you take them out? Let me know down below. And then we got our energies here. It looks almost like the TCG Pocket Edition when the energy gets placed down sort of effect. A lot nicer than that black and white checkerboard, I will say, though. And then some pretty cool dice. Big fan of black and yellow, as you guys know. They're kind of the channel colors at this point. And then that D6 looks like quartz or crystal or something. Very cool. But I don't want to spend any more time talking about dice. Look at all these Mega Evolutions packs we got to get through, guys. Yo, this is going to be a great birthday. Packs are stacked and ready to go. Let's start off with one of the Kangaskhan packs here. Kangaskhan. How do you guys feel about the new code cards? Honestly, way bigger fan of Pikachu on the back than I am of the old ones. Do I have one here? I got one right here. Yeah, Pikachu definitely beats out these old green and white live codes. If no one's taken this one yet, there you go. And for the back of this pack, here's another. All right. Our first ETB pack of Mega Evolutions. I have no clue what the hit... Yo, that Pachirisu art. I've been a very big fan of the common artworks recently. Just getting to see a lot of the newer stuff has been fantastic. But, wow. I love that. I want to say that's cherry blossoms, but they're almost muted. Pachirisu's the whole art is kind of muted. I like what they did here. We have our Garganackle, Goldango, Fighting Gong and Garganackle messed me up in the pre-release event. The Shuckle, Mega Absol EX double gold star. Our first pack! Yo! What is this? This is one of the more expensive full art cards, I think, in the set. All the pricing is kind of out the window right now because it just dropped. But yo! That is so nice. Let's put that aside. I'll get everything in a hard sleeve right after. But before we continue, these reverse holos, I don't know how to feel about them. I was really digging the Pokeball texture and the other stuff they were doing with black and white and the Japanese, but the reverse holos are very clean. I'll give them that. These are just super clean, nice cards. I'd rather have these in the commons, I will say. Anyways, continuing on with our next pack here. Little Venusaur on the front. A Knackle. I think if I am going to make a Mega Evolutions deck, it is going to be a fighting Knackle Lucario sort of deck. That thing was running me during the pre-release. A Chi-Yu and a Yveltal. All right. Bah! This has been so... Yo! A Mega Manectric EX. This is just the regular EX, but still such a nice card. I'm so happy with the fact they actually changed up the EXs. I think they're watching my videos maybe. They went, yeah, hits. The old EXs we were doing do look fake. We don't like them either. Let's make them stunning for this new set and make everybody happy. Good on ya, Pokemon. These are so nice. When people talk about what cards are going to go up in value, what to keep, when people ask in my comments, what should I be collecting? I'm new. What should I start with? Something like Mega Evolutions, if you can get your hands on it for pretty cheap at a Target or like non-TCG player market price, like the actual $60 for an ETB sort of thing, pick up whatever you can. These EXs are so going to be probably what people want here in a couple of years. If they don't continue with this texture, these are going to be very sought after. Just my 2 cents, at least, as someone that's been watching, and when I look back and go to see, hey, what kind of old cards would I want to collect, or what do I want today? Like, when I go shopping for Pokemon cards, or when I'm looking through to see what I want to add to my collection, I'm always looking at vintage for the most part, and then what vintage do I want? I'm not a big fan of everything, especially when they throw that weird hollow texturing on it. I like the foiling. I like when they put some actual work into the cards and not just do a print scan on top. But let's open this Gardevoir deck so I'm just not rambling here for the next couple of minutes on you guys. Did I just drop everything? Well, that pack just exploded. It might be out of order now. We'll see. Clauncher, Girafiri, Knackle, Chikorita, Inteleon. I ran that deck. Wasn't my favorite. Corphish, I was looking for you, buddy, but I couldn't get you during the pre-release. And then the Clawitzer. This was what I needed so badly. I was looking for it, and I could not find it. Otherwise, we get a Yveltal, and then that's the Shedinja. This Clawitzer is so good. This Clawitzer is so good. The fallback and reload ability pretty much lets you just switch it out, load it back up with another 2 energy, and then get it right back in the next turn to do 210 damage without taking any itself. It's like a substitute ability. This thing is so good, and I would have won so many more battles on that pre-release if I was able to slot this in my deck. I'm going to keep that around and put it in there. But moving along, Mega Lucario. Sorry if I've been a little more ranty this episode. I might be a whole gallon of coffee deep because I got a ton of filming to do today for my birthday because I want to open a ton of cards. Kirlia, Rare Candy Reverse, which is going to be very nice as you don't see those. They don't do rare candy drops too often, and the fact that there is a illustration rare candy in here is kind of impressive, and I would love to add that to my collection because that is going to be sought after for sure. And then our code card here for you guys. Moving right along, we got another Kangaskhan pack. Rip that open and see what we can pull. Miltank, Shroodle, Heliodisc, Shuckle, Lieutenant Surge's Bargano, Ninetales, Lucendant Surge's Bargano, Beware, Reverse, and a Kyogre. Love to see that. Otherwise, our code card and energy. Next pack, we got a regular Corphish, Litleo, Tinkatink, Greavyard, Pyroar, Tinkaton, Acerola's Mischief. I saw a ton of people pulling this illustration rare. Croagunk, which would fit very well in the Knackle deck. Bulbasaur! Bulbasaur illustration rare! Yo! This is so nice. I think this is the promotional card in the Japanese box. I've seen this everywhere, and I'm so glad I got it. That's all I have to say about it. Sleeved up. Yo, that is so nice. Oh my gosh. But let's keep cracking along into some more Mega Evolutions, huh? We got a Nincada, a Corphish, Fearow, Litleo, Spiritomb. Let's go. I got the illustration rare already, so it's nice to have the common art. I got to put those together. I have a Spiritomb sort of binder I'm building out right now. Pokemon Center lady, I didn't even know you were in this set. And what's some awesome art for her. Normally she's way more... This doesn't look like Pokemon art, if that makes any sense. This looks like straight out of an anime. And then the Mega Venusaur. All right, not the illustration rare, but still an absolute banger card, especially with these foilings we were talking about earlier. That is nice. Maybe I'll put it in there just for now so I can get it put together, and then when I get the nicer Mega Venusaur EX, I'll put it in there, but put it in there! This ETB has been low-key stacked. This card soup's been fantastic. We got a Mega Lucario pack right here. I think my favorite art out of any of them. Let's rip this bad boy open and see what we can obtain for our collection. Sandshrew looking at the stars. Spearow, Magneton, Raboot, Kadabra. I know I've seen this art before, and it's probably in the Japanese version of this set, but why did I think this was black and white for a second? That's kind of crazy. Ninjask, he's got a very cool illustration rare. Another Fighting Gong, usable. Stonejourner, gonna need him for that deck. Stuffle, reverse. And a Night Stretcher. What are these packs? Guys, this is insane. A Night Stretcher, full art. Put a Pokemon or a basic energy card from your discard pile into your hand. Basically, just get to use a card you used already twice. Guys, I'm freaking out. Birthday luck is absolutely real. And I'm kind of stoked. Do I need to go rip that ETB I have sitting over there? I have another ETB and a booster box sitting behind me that I didn't necessarily want to rip today, and I was going to hold off for another video. But with how well this has been going, I might just need to rip into them today. But we got our last pack here of Mega Evolutions. We have the Kangaskhan pack, what we started with and what we will end with. Can we pull off another hit in here? I think if we do, that would be absolutely insane. Probably one of the best ETBs I've ever opened in my life. Stonejourner, Forest of Vitality. Love to see cards that I haven't seen out of the set at all yet. Each player's Grass-type Pokemon can evolve into Grass-type Pokemon during the turn they play those Pokemon, except during their first turn. So honestly, kind of good if you need to get out a evolution set quick in a game. A C-Dot reverse, which is nice, and Dialga. Dialga is going to be our last card from this ETB. At least we get a legendary, even if it's just a holo. Chrono Burst, 80 plus. You may shuffle all the energy attached to this Pokemon into your deck. So you don't even lose the energy, and you can do 160 damage for 3. Man, Pokemon's been putting out some heat when it comes to actually playing the card game, if you pay attention to any of that. Guys, this has been wild. Like, look how this is all the hits from one ETB and a Generations pack, but you don't get hits out of 25th Celebrations packs. Like, what is this? We got a Night, let me pull these closer for you. A Night Stretcher, a Mega Venusaur EX, the regular Bulbasaur illustration rare. This has got to be one of my favorite pulls from today. Mega Manectric EX. I love these foils. Mega Absol EX full art, which is wild to have him back there. Sort of JoJo's Bizarre Adventuring it. And then we got our Alakazam promo card, and then our Zacian V and the Luxray level X with that awesome 25th Celebration spotted foiling. Guys, I am very, very happy with how today turned out. Thank you for joining with me and celebrating my 25th birthday with me, and I'll see you guys next time When it comes down to card soup, I gotta rate this a 10 out of 10. I know I gave a 10 out of 10 last week, I think, and I don't want to do that very often, but this is just such a special occasion, and we did super well. So we'll give this a 10 out of 10 card soup rating, going down as one of the all-time best, if not the best, rips so far on this channel. We'll show off this coin one more time. That thing's crazy. I could stare at this thing for a while. And before you guys go, I almost forgot to do this week's giveaway winner. We have this PSA 9 Ceruledge to give away this week to one lucky winner, who is going to be right here. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for sticking around, guys. And we do have a new giveaway this week. It's not going to be a PSA card, but a 2-pack of Mega Evolutions for one lucky winner. I know you guys are having some trouble finding it, so I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to rip some cards if they can't. Thank you for celebrating with me. Thank you for listening to me rant and ramble. Don't forget to drop down some comments below and ask any question you want to for me. I will pick out some people, throw them in the video, answer your questions, and give you a shout out. Can't wait to get to know you guys better, and see you soon. Peace.